Okay, they're waiting for you.
Yeah, I know.
Attack of the flies.
I don't even want to open my door.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
I smell the fear. Yeah.
Here we go.
Holy cow. I love everything except for the guys. Everything else looks beautiful. Hey, Pooch. What's up, buddy? What's this guy's name?
That is Shawn.
Are you serious?
I didn't know that. 90% of this project was built with just me and my mom.
That is impressive. With New England Aquatic Landscaping, little puppy, hi. Oh, what a cutie. Another little puppy. And I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. And it's all about showcasing a lot of stuff going on here, from flies to dogs to people moving cars. Wow. All about showcasing how people live the aquascape lifestyle. I love it. This is Shawn Kyle, the guy that is in charge of New England Aquatic Landscaping. This is an entire squad, a bunch of football guys. What a great garden. So isn't it fun to build for someone who's a gardener?
Yes, it is.
So what's the story here?
So this was an existing pond. It had some issues and it was time for an upgrade. It didn't fit her vision of the space. And over here, this was a pondless waterfall that I believe she built herself. So when we rebuilt it, we made it one whole system.
Okay, so there was an existing water feature that the homeowner, looks like she's right over there, had built, and then she brought you in to expand it or make it better or what?
So basically blow it up and start over and make the two water features become one.
Okay, beautiful home. And then of course, this is the backyard, and this whole back berm here kind of slopes down and faces the house.
So we had to try and build something on top of ledge, which is difficult already, but we also had to make it match the surrounding area. And I think we accomplished that.
You look like the homeowner.
I am.
Are you proud of this young man for what he created for you?
I love him and what he did.
You got a pretty amazing property here.
Thank you. I wish you could have seen it when we bought it. This was sticks and brush and nothing.
So you built the original water feature, so what's the story there?
I wanted a pond all my life. I started building one when I was 10 years old in my mother's backyard, and that...
Are you serious?
That did not go well.
You were a hobbyist as a young kid, just like
I
us.
started digging until she found me. It didn't get me far.
Okay.
But then when I moved here and I saw the rock outcropping here, back up to 500 acres of conservation land, it's private, it just cried out for something special. And I dug a 2-foot hole at the base of this and said, I think we can do it. It's evolved over the years.
Okay, so why did you end up bringing Shawn in?
It was leaking. We had had it for, I guess 12 or 15 years. It was okay. It was kind of like a pile of rocks with a waterfall in it. So I looked online and saw Shawn's work, and I was so impressed I called them immediately. And this one looks so natural, and it looks like it was here. In fact, people think it's natural when they see it.
That's the ultimate compliment for us as artists. And what about the maintenance? What's it been like with this water feature compared to the...
We have never done too much to it.
It just functions as an ecosystem.
For 12 or 15 years, it was not a big problem. We have a great ecosystem here. We have all kinds of animals. We have frogs, we have fish, we have snakes.
Build it and they will come.
Yeah.
few little goldfish, some shabunkins, pickerel, and a waterfall that just comes right out of the mountain. Japanese maple. Love the little benches over there. So many design elements. You know, the logs, the moss, the lichen, the plants. I mean, a fern growing outside of the rock to help soften it out. You know, the moss put in little cracks like that. You know, the ground covers, the flowers, creeping Jenny, a little chipmunk. You don't really like those guys. They can put a hole in the liner up in the stream. But build it and they will come sometimes. What's up, buddy? So tell me about this space. It's pretty beautiful over here. Did this come after the water feature?
This is what we did at the same time that we brought Shawn in. Had a little canvas type tent. Found this on Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. And very simple, but had a back wall put into it. We live out here.
You love the sound of the waterfalls,
Yes.
being in your environment and everything else. The pups love it.
Yeah, they think they live out here.
What's this guy's name?
That is Shawn.
Are you serious?
I didn't know that.
Look at this outdoor room.
Is that cool?
Not bad.
All right, guys, I'm gonna give you my version of the tour now that Greg's already talked about it. This was a really fun project for us. There's a lot of things that I really like that maybe you wouldn't pick up unless you spent some time here looking. One of my favorite parts of this waterfall is we've got this little channel, a little chasm back here. I'm gonna try to walk on these rocks, balance myself over here so I can give you a better look. There's a little bit of stuff to see everywhere. And then you've got this big frame rock for this waterfall, but it also has water dripping over the top. Very subtle, but super cool. Feeds this moss down here. And then this is my favorite seat in the house. I mean, there's great views from over there. They've got all the different seating areas, like up on the deck, even a patio over here. But right here, this bench, this is my favorite seat. This stream is my favorite. The whole thing's lit up with underwater LEDs. Project like this would run anywhere from $25,000 to $35,000.
How cool is this? Get little steps up to a little observatory up here with a bench, a little feeder. You look back at the whole property. We've just been hanging out in that outdoor room down there. And then you look down and you see the pond. And look at that house. So many people that are living the aquascape lifestyle started with a water feature that they built themselves, or had a landscaper that really wasn't a specialist in water features build it, and they are not really understanding what a low maintenance, beautiful ecosystem water feature is all about. All right, here's my coffee. This is my afternoon pick-me-up. Are we having fun today, Shawn?
We're having a lot of fun today.
All right, how long have I known you, Shawn?
10, 11 years at least.
Okay, Shawn actually came right back from Afghanistan and came to work for me, right? Wasn't it right when you came back?
Yep.
Because you had started your company, you got patriotic, went over and served your country as a combat vet in Afghanistan.
Yep.
And before you got right back into your business, you came back and apprenticed for about a year with
Yeah, I
Aquascape?
was with you for a year.
So we are having fun. I'm extremely proud of this young man. He does fantastic work. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. And this is, it looks like a really nice project. Now this was another rebuild, someone else had done a crappy job and you came in to fix it up?
Yeah, they attempted to build a water feature with gunite and it wasn't working. So
Don't use concrete to build a pond. Rubber liner.
here we go.
Holy Holy cow. I love everything except for the guys. Everything else looks beautiful. This is his entire team of high school football players that we've been traveling on. Look at this garden. Is that the rock ledge right there?
That was the ledge wall.
Oh my gosh. So tell that story.
So originally the house, when it was being built, was supposed to be about 4 feet off that wall. And they hit ledge, so they actually moved the house.
Moved the whole house, and they had this whole vacant area.
They had this area, and they wanted to build a swimming pool. They started to dig down and hit more ledge. And then they thought if they sprayed gunite on it, they could build a water feature. It didn't work.
It's kind of like the old lady that swallowed a fly,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Shawn, once again, this is terrific. That looks so natural. What I love about this is it's like this little grotto down here. So all this sound just echoes. See what I was saying about this young man? Look at that artistry and that rock work and that placement. So that is actually on top of the stone, and you just put like double thick underlayment. What'd you do?
Yeah, we had to build pockets of soil and double up our underlayment and build up and try to blend it in with all the ledge so it looked natural, like it belonged.
What would a project like this entail from? I mean, because this is a pretty one-off, unique situation you dealt with here.
Yeah, so this is a little more complex than your normal pondless waterfall, but as you can see, these boulders are massive. We were lucky enough to harvest this stone off-site, but a project like this would be between $35,000 and $45,000 because of all of the stuff you don't see underground, all the aqua blocks and the extra padding and all the work involved building on ledge like this.
So here's what I want to say. This is a $40,000 living art. There isn't a waterfall on the face of the earth that looks like this one because every rock is unique, every setting is different, and what I love about what these people have done here is this makes this space. I can't even imagine this space without this waterfall because it would just be dead. It would be sunken in a canyon of stone, and instead a waterfall brings it to life. Water is life, and this is art. And so it's not an inexpensive art piece, but I'd rather have a living, ornate water feature like this than a picture that hangs on the wall. And this is a multi-million-dollar house out here and a $40,000 investment to completely transform the space. I guarantee you that this fire pit and these chairs get a lot of use with this in the background. All these windows overlook this area. Wow, that chair's got my name all over it. He's asking you how it was built, so Shawn, explain it to the camera too.
So where we are right now was a big pool, a big pit of ledge. We actually had to build it all up, and underneath us is basically a pondless waterfall vault with a snorkel over there that pumps the daylight so water doesn't pool up in here. And then we built our aqua blocks over there. Basically, we had to build a retaining wall out of boulders to create a pocket to make our reservoir, to separate that from over here. Basically a separate pondless waterfall reservoir just for drainage with a sump pump in there. Because this was sprayed gunite, when it rains this would flood. So we had to build like a sump pump that you'd have in your basement basically that pumps all the water out when it rains.
Wow, so right there's just the pump vault.
Yeah.
And there's a sump pump sitting in there that just pumps out water when the valve goes off.
That's it.
Look at that, an aquascape pump vault. Different type of a use. Hey buddy, this is Artist of the Year worthy quality right there. Keep it up and someday you might get there.